Look at this crystal I found. I'm a crystal hunter for realsies, though. Do you feel like you can see me? Do you feel like the lighting is proper? Proper. I don't know why I said it like that. Hello, Collective! Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Ophelia! 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 Hello, my dear. Good to see you. Very good to see you. Blessings to you. Love you. I feel so good today. I feel great. I'm so grateful to be alive. I'm so grateful for all my blessings. It was raining. The water, it was raining a lot, so I didn't want to be outside because it's feeling a little humid. Spirit just said skipjack. Not sure what a skipjack is. But thank you for tuning into my channel. Let me tune you. Let me give you a little energy. Energy, energy, energy. We're here today doing another collective read. My name is Patience. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so grateful for all the likes, comments, shares, subscribes. I have really been supported and shown a lot of love, lots of readings, many spirits, lots of validation through your emails. I appreciate all your stories that you tell me. I appreciate all the love you give me. It's really appreciated. And we would love for you to be a part of our community. If you'd like to follow any of our socials, you can find that in the description bar and through the link tree. We have posted all of our socials in that link so you can be a part of our community. We have an Instagram and a TikTok. On our TikTok is where we document our journey, our psychic development journey. I'm a child psychic that was born this way. I repressed it until almost 5 years ago. And I repressed it because it was not something that made me feel safe around people, and not around myself. I didn't understand it. I didn't know what it was. It scared me. It even scared myself. And so I repressed it for a long time, and I even forgot about it and would ignore a lot of signs and would ignore, I wouldn't say I forgot about it, but I definitely pushed it out of my focus for a long time until I started getting activated in this time we're going in. We're going into new earth energies, and I was in tough times and a traumatic experience activated it. And so I decided that what if I just leaned into it? What if I just decided to stop pretending that I'm not psychic? And so I never told anybody, I never shared it with people, but now at 41, I've decided, for the last 5 years, I've documented on purpose, through the help. I had a dream, and my spirit guides told me in the dream to start this journey. And so a lot of the dream that I had I've had parts of it actually come true. So it was like a premonition, I guess you could call it.
Randy.
So, Spirit said Randy. So that's what we're doing here on our YouTube. That's what we do. We do psychic development. I use this platform as a way to read energy, and through the help of you guys, by doing live reads, it really helps to boost the energy. Yes, Spirit says it really helps to help me learn energy, help you to learn energy. It helps boost my cell. And I thank you so much for that. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. So it's fun to do it. Everybody can do it. Everybody's psychic initially. I was just born this way. I was born with a thinner veil, so I'm a little more sensitive. I'm learning how to control it through the help of my very own spirit team, the Guild of the Golden Triangle. Everybody has this spirit team. If you want to know more about that, we are the hosts of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about your non-physical energy and how you are a non-physical entity having a human experience. 4444. I love you, Spirit. And so we're here to read the energy, to help you guys learn about energy, to help ourselves learn in real time. We do this in real time. We've documented our whole process on TikTok. If you want to take a look at that, we have spirit nuggets, things that have guided us through, knowledge that has been imparted to us from spirit. And yeah, so just remember, or what we're learning is that energy is so fluid. It's so fluid. there's no such thing as time when it comes to energy. We have structured time and space here, but it doesn't exist anywhere outside of this place. So it can be past, present, or future. It can pick up something that happened in the past and then
Probably not.
and then take a little piece of it and have a part of the future timeline of that, or something that has happened on a different timeline. So it's just, you have to remember to not attach yourself to the information emotionally, but to be observers of the information, and to make sure that we're not, you want to be flexible, because we could be picking up on things that you haven't even decided upon, or that were something that was happened on a different timeline that isn't affecting you on this timeline. But whatever information comes through, it's valuable in that it usually imparts some kind of emotional wisdom or something energetic wisdom. And so we want to remember that if this isn't your message, not all messages are going to be your messages. So thank you so much for being with us. I am so grateful to bring the messages forward. Holy Divine Spirit, please send us a message of what you'd like us to know. I allow you to use me to be your messenger. Only Holy Divine Spirit is allowed here. Any negativity needs to leave immediately. I cast you out. All right, so let's see. Oh, my feet are falling asleep. Spirit, I'm so grateful to be here in this vessel. I'm so grateful for all my blessings. I'm happy right now and have everything I need, and everything works out for me. I don't know. I'm feeling the good news. Let's see. Good news come through. What you got for me, Spirit? Let's have some fun, okay? This is supposed to be fun. I do this for fun.
Incorrect.
The dark is anything that is against the light. A life that pleases God. Thessalonians 3-5, number 4, a life that pleases God. Finally, our friends, you learned from us how you should live in order to please God. This is, of course, the way you have been living, and now we beg and urge you in the name of the Lord Jesus to do even more. For you know the instructions we gave you by the authority of the Lord Jesus. God wants you to be holy and completely free from sexual immorality. Oh, shit. Is someone being sexually immoral? I mean, I was just talking about this with somebody. Who was I talking about this with? We were talking about how porn is so easily available, and that it really does, because it's so easily accessible and so many people can put up their weird fetishes. And from what I understand, we do have an episode about Seeker. We do have an episode about sex and energy on our podcast, Spirit News, on Spotify, where we bring you higher perspectives of linear views. And Spirit taught us that sexual energy is completely misused in our society and is completely misinterpreted. We don't understand what it's for. We live in a very lustful society where we mistake love for lust. Lust for love. And so, what are you guys talking about? I'm sorry, I can't see what you're talking about. So this is strange that this is coming up, because people who have fluff, a fluffer, I just said porn, fluffer in front of it. Oh my God. We could be talking about porn or porn stars or people who film themselves for sex or something like that. Each of you should know how to live with your wife in a holy and honorable way, not with a lustful desire, like the heathen who do not know God. In this matter, then, none of you should go wrong to other Christians or take advantage of them. We have told you this before, and we strongly warned you that the Lord will punish those who do that. God did not call us to live in immorality, but in holiness. So then, whoever rejects this teaching is not rejecting a human being, but God, who gives you his Holy Spirit. There's no need to write to you about love for each other. You yourselves have been taught by God how you should love one another, and you have, in fact, behaved like this toward all the believers of all of Macedonia. So we beg you, our friends, to do even more. Make it your own aim to live a quiet life, to mind your own business, to mind your own business, and to earn your own living. Just as we told you before, in this way you will win the respect of those who are not believers, and you will not have to depend on anyone for what you need. This could be talking about selling your body or selling yourself for money in some way, for lustful desires. Yeah, this could be talking about somebody who may use their body in a immoral way, or motion in the ocean. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. So we're going to be talking about somebody who's sexually immoral. Okay, I don't know. I'm just here to read the energy, okay? All right, so let's see. Let's see what we got. Thank you so much, Spirit. How can we help? How can we be of service to the collective?
Find the light.
Find the light, Spirit says. How can we help this person find the light? All right, let's get a vibe. Let's get a vibe. Hey, Just Steve. Just us, Steve. Oh, hunger. Someone's in hunger. Hunger. We've talked about this before. Spirit says when you are in hunger or when you're thirsty for something, you're in a mood of desperation. What you're saying is that you don't have something to the universe. You are giving the energy that you are lacking, that you don't have something because you're hungry for something. You're starving. Your motivation for something is to get something because you don't have it. This could be money. Yeah, Spirit said find the light. Yeah. Find the light.
Chaser.
Oh, we're talking about a chaser here, and I have motion. Chaser and motion. So what I know about a chaser is somebody who chases something that they don't have. Somebody that is trying, it's kind of, when I think of a chaser, oh, this came out, faith. When I think of a chaser, I think of somebody that is desperate, in desperation, you know, somebody that has to have something, or in regards to when you're talking to someone romantically and you, instead of attracting them or attracting someone, you'll chase someone, or you'll chase a dream, or you'll chase something that you don't have, basically. Damn, did you call me broke?
Investigate.
Spirit said to investigate. House. Investigate a house. Anxiety in reverse. So someone here is in desperation, but because they've lost some kind of faith in something, or they've gained faith. I'm not sure yet. Or having faith will help repel anxiety. I know when I started, for myself, I can only speak for myself, when Spirit started teaching me how to have faith and to just let things unfold, I started becoming less hungry. I started becoming less concerned about the expectation or an expected outcome. So it really calmed any anxiety I have for uncertain things of what's to come. I just 444 on the collab, 1444, and so having faith and not just religious faith, but having faith that everything works out for you. If you reprogram your brain, and we did a TikTok on this on how to find joy, to reprogram your brain. if you just understand that everything works out for you, that any way it works out will be the way it's meant to work out, and therefore you don't need to control every little aspect, you don't need to chase things, you will attract anything you need. And so I have found through having frequencies, by controlling my frequency of
Nightmare.
being in joy instead of being in a nightmare, I can control my anxiety about what's uncertain.
19. Necromancer.
Spirit said nightmare, necromancer. So someone here's a nightmare, and I have sweetheart in reverse. Someone here's a chasing nightmare. They're a chaser. What about them, Spirit? They need to surrender. They need to learn how to surrender. They need to learn how to stop trying to control stuff, or to have faith in the fact that they don't control anything, really. Okay. What else? What else would you like us to know? Let's do our T cards. We'll do our T cards. Thank you so much, Holy Divine Spirit. Tell us what else you want us to know. Oh, that's too many. That's too many. Would you like an adventure now, or would you like to have your tea first? Peter Pan. So someone here is living in some kind of fantasy. Someone here has delusions of grandeur. Someone here, most likely, someone here is more interested in tea than an adventure, or they went on an adventure. It says first tea quickly. They went on an adventure to spread some kind of tea, or to drink the tea, or serve the tea. They did it quickly, something they did quickly. Something that they should have thought of first. Something that this almost gives the vibe of believing their own lie, kind of like Peter Pan. Peter Pan was under the illusion that parents were bad, and to grow up was bad, to be an adult was no fun. Something like
60.
Something like that. 60. They could be around 6 years old. But not so much to grow up and be an adult, but something like an illusion, like a lie. They believed some kind of lie they told, and they talked about it. They set out on an adventure to do something quickly. Something about tea, some kind of rumor. Tea is gossip, so some kind of gossip or rumor or information, something they didn't think about first. Simple meanings beginning with P. Palm tree, parrot, pear, pen. Communication right here. I told you. Thank you, Spirit. Something.
Vessel.
And I have gossip right here. Spirit, come through. I love you. Parrot, gossip, rumor, scandal. Some kind of scandal they spread. They spread some kind of... They were looking for... They were looking for social status. They wanted social status, success, and honor. This must be the things they were hungry for. Oh, they had faith in something they communicated that helped them to appear like they were important. Something they communicated, some kind of tea, that they had faith would bring them success and honor. Some kind of gossip or rumor that they had faith would be successful. that would affect somebody's social status. Something that was repeated like a parrot. Something that was shady like a palm tree. Shaded. They threw some shade on someone. They threw some shade on someone by communicating at will something. And this has written communication, so something they could have written it. They didn't have to, but I just said written. Simple names beginning with B under anxiety reversed. A friend will visit. They did this to calm their friend or to calm somebody close to them, to soothe someone's anxiety.
Exhortation.
Exhortation. What's exhortation mean? I don't know. Let me see. I don't know what exhortation means. Let me see. Exhortation. An address or communication emphatically urging someone to do something. Come through spirit. This is exhortation's spiritual gift. The spiritual gift of exhortation is a special ability that some members of the body of Christ are given by God to provide words of comfort, encouragement, counsel, and consolation to others. The goal is to help people feel healed, helped, and to motivate them to take action and pursue a course of conduct. Exhorters may also rebuke fellow believers for their sins. The gift of exhortation is a special ability that God gives to certain members of the body of Christ to minister. The gift of wise counsel, speaking the truth in love, holding one another accountable, and extending the hand of forgiveness. Those who strongly or thoroughly encourage the heart of others, specifically with forward movement, maturity in mind. Wow. And I have faith here. So someone may have started some kind of rumor or gossip in faith. They did it to calm somebody's... They did it to calm their friend down or to calm a friend's anxiety. But they were wrong to do this. This was not... it's almost... This is what I'm feeling. This person used gossip, a rumor, a lie to calm a friend down so that they would do what they wanted, basically. Because if they told them the truth, they probably wouldn't have done it. Right? So, some kind of friend, or it says friends twice, they lent a branch of a tree, they lent some kind of olive branch or extended themselves like a bridge to lead to something, or to lead to something to someone that would be able to change a circumstance. Yeah, because they wanted to change some kind of circumstance about somebody, about a friend. They were trying to calm a friend down, or show loyalty, or they
7 o'clock.
or they wanted to show loyalty to this friend, or they wanted this friend to be loyal to them so they wouldn't walk away from them, because that's why they lied about something. They spread some kind of rumor. What did they spread a rumor about? What was the rumor or gossip about? Thank you, Holy Divine Spirit. Please tell us what this gossip or rumor is about. It was something to maintain their social status and their honor. Their friends had faith in them, or they were speaking like with
I don't know.
some kind of faith. Right hand
Go
dominance.
east.
Right hand dominance. The afterlife. They thought it would be practical and logical. They thought it was logical reasoning to do this. To spread this rumor or tell this lie. It says scandal here. They thought everything through and examined every detail before acting, or they should have. They always follow the rules and never act out of turn. But they should have been more careful because they tempted their own morals for pursuing personal gain. Damn. So they told some kind of lie or rumor for personal gain, even though they knew it was against their own morals. They thought it was the most logical, practical thing to do because they didn't want to lose some kind of friendship, and they knew that they would lose social status and honor if they didn't tell this lie. And they wanted to change their circumstances so they could lead someone or something across a bridge. They extended, or someone oh. Spirit, are you saying that someone, because they wanted someone's help, or they wanted someone to extend an olive branch to them for some kind of wealth, and they knew they wouldn't do it unless they lied. So they wanted to go on some kind of adventure, but first, they wanted to have tea first, quickly. So they started some kind of lie, scandal, rumor, gossip to ensure their honor and success and social status. And to keep some kind of person who... Tell me more about this person that they're talking to. Did this person extend this? They needed this person for something. They needed this person for money or something. That's why they thought it'd be the most logical thing to do. Tips for reading tea leaves. They saw an opportunity. This is an opportunist. Even though it was kind of muddled at first glance and nothing seemed clear, but they wanted to move forward. Oh, that's what the Bible said. Or no, that's what the exhortation said. They wanted to move. They wanted to move something forward.
Baby.
Winnie the Pooh. They forced it. They forced something. They forced something because they wanted it to go in their own favor. They wanted to change their circumstances for their own personal gain, even though it went against their morals. Because someone they were dealing with they know never acts out of turn and always follows the rules. Court. Spirit said court. They may have done something.
He's here.
They may have done something in court. This isn't a person that finishes things from start to finish.
Kimberly. Drink.
Drink. I was just thinking about taking a sip of my coffee and Spirit said, drink. I love you, Holy Divine Spirit. Okay, well, what else? You know, I get a lot from these Hasbro cards. Let's see what I can get. So I'm trying to get better at asking questions. Spirit, tell me about what this rumor was. What was this lie they told? What was this lie they told to have dominance over their circumstances? This is why they're hungry. They're a chaser. This person's a chaser. They lied on purpose, knowing that it was immoral to get this person to extend their help to them under the pretense of a lie. That's a chaser. That's someone who's hungry for things to go their way. That's too many. Wristwatch, pickle, rhinoceros. I don't know why that looks like rhinoceros. Beach, Elvis Presley, puppy. Kind of and not can help a lot. Nose. This person cut off their nose despite their face. They're running out of time because they're in a pickle, because they're getting the horns because they're caught in sand, or they're covered in sand. They tried to be like Elvis Presley, or I'm all shook up, you ain't nothing but a hound dog, cry baby, puppy. But now they're lost like a puppy because they got hit by a bus, a school bus, something they didn't know. Something that happens like Hamlet, like Shakespeare. Something they didn't discuss, some kind of tea. They got teabagged. Because they could have done something with a crystal ball or some kind of divination.
The number 4.
Gatorade.
Rode away.
Bobby Boucher. Family game night doesn't get any better.
They travel through the mirrors.
Yeah, they travel through the mirror, Spirit said. They could have done some kind of divination. You know, I've been getting this a lot. We did a reading where Bloody Mary came up, and I'm not saying this person did Bloody Mary, but you do have to look in a mirror to do Bloody Mary. And a crystal ball, you do have to look into a crystal ball. So there's something with divination here. Something that, maybe that's why they were so sure. They had faith in what was motion. I have motion again. Maybe that's why they were so sure about what they were doing, because something they thought, and this says seer, S-E-E-R. The seer will glance. The seer will glance, it says. And Gatorade, something to quench their thirst. And didn't I say thirsty? This person's thirsty. They thought whatever they saw in a crystal ball or through some kind of reading they got, or divination or something, they're getting teabagged now because they started some kind of tea because they thought it would be the most logical, practical reasoning to change their circumstances. So they lied to somebody who's a friend or who's close to them or who they're married to have things work out in their favor so they could attain social or either attain or maintain their social status and wealth.
The number 10.
The number 10. But they're
16.
They're getting hit by there's something going on with them now. Something didn't work. Checkers, mermaid, ambulance, sumo wrestler, butterfly fan. You need a bathroom break now? I do. I gotta go pee. So, checkers. This person was playing checkers when they should have been playing chess. They... Ambulance. They may have tried to get someone who's like a mermaid into some kind of ambulance. They may have tried to get somebody hurt or locked up or put in a mental facility, or someone who's like a butterfly. Someone who's strong. They tried to get someone who's like a strong mermaid butterfly into some kind of institution or something. But shit hit the fan because why? Because it was like a snowball effect. Mary Poppins, because they're a hyena and this person's Mary Poppins. They're playing some kind of game against someone who's like Mary Poppins. What do we know about Mary Poppins? She's magical. She has an answer for everything. I think I remember her being almost like a fairy godmother of sorts. So what I'm getting is that whoever they chose to play this game with, I have hopscotch and checkers, children, they're playing children's games, and I have a paper airplane. Get high like planes, if you come, I'll make it dun, get out down the way. Get high like planes. Someone who gets high. This person gets high? They spread some kind of rumor or gossip or scandal or try to do some kind of move where they wanted to get someone who's strong, like a mermaid, like Mary Poppins, into some kind of institution? What the hell? It didn't work though. It didn't work. It didn't work.
Is it my grave?
Yes, he is always smoking weed.
Oh,
He's
speak.
always high. Is this about is this you? Am I picking up on you? Spirit said help speak. So why did they want this person to go into an institution? Abraham Lincoln, pizza, electric blanket, Tarzan, Swiss Army knife, King Kong. Abraham Lincoln. Does this have to do with race? Is this person a different race than you? This person may be racist or something, or
Entrusted.
this person
Blackmail.
this person tried to blackmail somebody because of their race. They tried to start some kind of static because Tarzan, so Abraham Lincoln emancipated the Emancipation Proclamation. He made it so the North and the South were combined. He abolished slavery. So that's racism. He started the ball for ending racism and slavery. So, and then Tarzan was raised by apes. And he was a human. And King Kong came into the city and people misunderstood him. So there's something about some kind of culture misunderstanding or some kind of racism, some kind of something like that. Something that was creating a lot static, some kind of static. They wanted to cut this person down to size like a pizza. I have Swiss Army knife and pizza. They wanted to cut this person down to size like a pizza because of some kind of cultural thing or something like that. Some kind of racism going on here.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, Spirit says.
I'm in the room.
Necktie, beach ball, Buckingham Palace, Bambi stamp. Sorry. Sari. I always see Sari. Spirit always says Sari. Hi, Adam. Thanks for being here. So, these people are some kind of wealthy elite or present themselves that way because they have Buckingham Palace. But they're full of hot air like a beach ball. They came after Bambi. They came after someone who's like Bambi. They wanted to stamp them out because of something. Tipping the timer to pause the action is definitely illegal. Tipping the timer to pause the action is definitely illegal. What? They try to tip the scales in their favor by taking some kind of illegal action. And Spirit said court earlier. There's something these people are doing against someone who's an innocent person. They could possibly... Capital. Spirit said capital. And I have Buckingham Palace right here. They could... This person lied because they thought it was going to be the best way to ensure their own circumstances and their own personal goals. They went against their own morals or the morals of somebody who's innocent. And they tried to bring down somebody that they have some kind, they're racist against somebody. Can you tell me about this person they're racist against? Why do they care so much about this person? Yoga, McDonald's, aquarium, whip, skateboard, Yeti. Someone who's like a Yeti, someone who's rare like Bigfoot. Someone express it and guess it, don't stress it. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Someone who may practice yoga or have that kind of energy. Someone whose energy is big like McDonald's. Someone with the golden arches, someone who's golden, someone who... Aquarium, water, someone who's in control of their emotions. Someone who can glide through life, someone who glides through life, who whips people into shape, who whips things into line. Someone who's like a Yeti or a Bigfoot, someone who's rare, someone who's magical, someone who's... That's why they don't... What? That's why they're racist against this person? This could be something about different belief systems. No pressure. Silk, toast, onion, Mississippi River, statue, kangaroo. They started rumors about this person because they're smooth as silk.
Yes.
Yes, Spirit says. They can flow like a river. They're somebody who you'd put a statue up of, or someone who's like a statue, like someone who deserves to be made into a statue, someone who's easygoing, someone who is smooth as silk. Someone who makes people cry like an onion. Or someone who has many layers like an onion. I got you, Spirit. Someone who has many layers like an onion. Kangaroo. Someone who's very maternal and protective of their young.
Read the note.
Wow. So basically they're a hater. Okay, it's big time haterade. Oh, hello. Thank you for being here. Someone's drinking the haterade big time over here. Okay, they're mad because somebody is a different race than them, is somebody who breezes through life, someone who's in control of their emotions, someone who's like the golden arches, someone who's golden, someone who's rare like Bigfoot, someone who just glides through life, someone who's like a butterfly and strong. I don't understand people sometimes. I ain't judging it, but I'm kind of judging it because who cares? Who cares? If you come across somebody who glides through life, why would you start a rumor about them? You hate them so much that you have to like make them, they spread a rumor. Let's see if we can find out what rumor they spread. I'd like to know what they did this because they thought it was logical, because they were trying to protect themselves, their own interests, something about their own interests for social status. Look, I have surrender and no surrender here. Zachary. For whatever reason, this person who breezes through life, who has the energy of the golden arches, who can control their emotions, somehow threatened their social status and their honor and success. There's something that this person does that threatened this person, so they thought the best way, the most logical, practical thing they could do in their mind is to spread some kind of rumor about them. What was this rumor they spread? What's the rumor they spread about that they're ugly? That they fell from the ugly tree. Okay. Tan lines, that they're lazy. That they're lazy. But it backfired. Backfire. That they're ugly and lazy. That they live in their shadow, that they're just a follower, shadow puppet, that they were using them as some kind of scapegoat. Hey Corey, they're using them as some kind of scapegoat. Because, they were spreading rumors about this person to make them a scapegoat? For what? But it backfired. Why did they need... Look, I have sumo wrestler again. I have sumo wrestler twice. Because they were too strong. Because this person was too strong. Like, I have sumo wrestler twice. What are the odds that sumo wrestler would be out here twice? Sumo wrestlers are strong as hell. It's something backfired because they were too strong. Spin the bottle. Spin the block, I heard. Spin the block. They tried to spin the block on this person. They came across the wrong person? Why? So they were saying that this person was lazy, that they live in their shadow, that they're a puppet, that they're ugly. Spirit's mad at this person. Spirit's mad because this person's like the golden, some kind of golden child or some kind of yeti, some kind of correct, some kind of interdimensional being that they came across the wrong person that is not what they're saying they are. There's someone who's like cotton candy, who's sweet. Who's sweet. They deserve detention for this. They tried to put this person in detention. They tried to put this Yeti, this golden child, into detention. Someone who's a crazy cat lady, or that's the rumor they spread about this person, that they're crazy. That's why they tried to put him in an institution. They tried to favorite. They tried to say that this person's God's favorite person. They tried to come against one of God's favorite people and say that they were crazy. Mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes. They tried to ruin their reputation or their social status because they were threatened by them. Why were they threatened by them? Why were they threatened? Oh, good cop, bad cop, you're both. Because this person's balanced. This is a balanced person. This God's favorite child here, the golden child, is a balanced person. Good cop, bad cop, you're both. Wow. So, what happened to this person then? Let's read alchemy. Let's get something from alchemy. Spirit, please tell me what something backfired. They spread rumors about somebody who's a balanced golden child, God's favorite child. They tried to say that they were crazy, but they were too strong. They said they were crazy. Spirit said husband. They said they were crazy. They said they're ugly. They said that they're promiscuous. They said that they're, did I say lazy? But they were too strong. They tried to use them as a scapegoat. Why though? But like, there has to be a reason why. Life force, kundalini, blood? Iosis, reddening. Something that they were working on. They were threatened by something that this person was working on. Something that came from their heart. Something that had them celebrated, that was having them be celebrated. Torture. It tortured them. This person was threatened by someone who's noble. They had aches and pains, integrating their shadows and acknowledging that everything is interwoven. They were, okay, I'm just gonna say it. They were upset of the health and power that this person had, this golden child, the God's favorite. There's like favorite, God's favorite. So they did some kind of experiment laboratory to separate this person from their work. They wanted to separate them from their work so they wouldn't be reflected in the world as being what they are. They didn't want this person to look like they were a golden child. Why? They didn't want the world to know that this person's power and kindness. Brother? Spirit said brother and husband. I don't understand why anybody gives a shit. I don't understand why anyone freaking cares. Who cares? If somebody's a good person, what does that have to do with you? Why would you want to stop somebody? Why would you want to stop the world from seeing a kind person? I mean, I just don't get it. I'm trying to understand it. I'm not judging it, but it just, I guess if you stood in an energy where you just, there has to be some reason. What's the reason? What is the reason? I need to know. Let me see. What can I do? How can I find out why? There has to be a reason why that they would go to such lengths. Donald, brother, husband. There has to be a reason they go to such great lengths to stop. What's your favorite Disney movie? Yeah, this is like a Disney. Because they're lucky? Because they're lucky? Demonized parents? Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's what I'm learning through these energy reads is, we're always looking for a reason why, like something that would be, logical as to why someone would do this. But what I'm finding is that when you operate in your emotions, clearly this person is insecure. Clearly this person's a hater. This person is threatened by somebody who exudes light, who's a golden child, who is God's favorite, someone who's lucky, someone who's a master manifester, someone who's kind. This person is clearly threatened by them. And what I'm understanding about energy is that if you're operating in your ego and your low energy, you will repel or you will be repelled by people who operate in the light. This person's like a yeti. This person is somebody who's interdimensional, someone who could possibly be of God, someone who's strong. So they were projecting some weird hatred towards this person, could possibly be also have some kind of foundation and some kind of belief difference, or it's either like different belief systems or like cultural differences or something like that. But this happens in Disney movies. Look at the Lion King and Scar. Scar just absolutely hated his brother. And Spirit just said brother. Scar hated his brother, right? Scar hated his brother, and so he did the most to ensure that Simba didn't inherit the land. So this is something like that. Spirit said brother, and we're talking about Scar right now. What's the best gift you ever received in reverse? So they were doing this to receive some kind of gift, but they didn't receive it. That's why they were doing it, because they needed somebody who is God's favorite to look crazy so they wouldn't receive something. And just like in the Lion King movie, something they're supposed to inherit. Something they're supposed to inherit. Rule keeper or rule breaker.
9 spirits.
Yeah, and I have here,
Baby.
It says, you always follow the rules and never act out of turn. So this golden child, this yeti, this interdimensional being, this God's favorite, was a scapegoat for something because they're a rule keeper and this person's a rule breaker. And they wanted to make them the scapegoat because they're a balanced person, but they needed them to look crazy. There's some kind of gift they were supposed to receive, but they wouldn't receive it. They wouldn't be able to receive this gift if they were not capable of receiving it. Spirit said maybe. Oh my gosh. What's this gift? They needed this person to look like they wouldn't be, like they were crazy because they needed them to look that way for some reason. Do
They
you
fear us.
do you live life from your head or from your heart? Documents in court. There's something that this person altered in court and some documents to make this person who's kind and balanced look crazy because they needed them to be incapable of receiving a gift that has to do with the courts or something. Are people born naturally good or naturally evil? I have, yeah, this person who's God's favorite is like some kind of earth angel or something. And this person who is a rule breaker lives from their head, the other person lives from their heart. One person's good, one person's evil, one person's a rule keeper, one person's a rule breaker. Good cop, bad cop. Have you ever been to therapy? This person needs therapy. They're trying to make this person look crazy, but they're the ones who need therapy. Aww. Now I feel bad. Now I feel bad. Oh, so from a higher perspective of this linear view, this person has set out on some adventure because they thought it'd be the most practical, logical thing to do because they were trying to receive some kind of gift, some kind of something through
divination.
Divination. I told you they were doing divination. I told you, thank you, spirits. Because I have crystal ball, I have tea leaves, I have so many, I have, Spirit said mirror earlier. So they got an opportunity. This is an opportunist. They received some kind of documents that indicated some kind of opportunity. And so they decided to consult divination to be able to find out what the most practical, logical thing to do was. And I don't know if if they received divination from somebody who's not qualified or not a conduit of God to give them some kind of fake reading, but their reading gave them faith and soothed their anxiety to move forward with a decision that did not have love in it. It did not have any sweetness in it. Reading! Come through, Spirit. Come through. Come through. True. So their reading told them to do this act, and that's why they had faith in it. But they never considered that the person that they were going to do this to, the documents they received about somebody who's God's favorite, a scapegoat, would backfire because there were two. Yes, because yes. I love you, Spirit. Because they were too strong, but their plan was to make this God's favorite, this scapegoat, because they received some kind of documents about a gift, some kind of gift in the mail that needed some kind of court proceeding, and for them to receive the gift, they had to make this person who's balanced, who's God's favorite, look crazy. And the divination that they got, the reading they got, told them that it was okay to do this. Come through, Spirit. So, oh my God, I have brother here. And Spirit said brother. Thinking, and Scar was his brother. Someone's brother or sister, take it as resonates. Someone's sibling. So what's going to happen now, Spirit? What is going to happen now? What are we doing? Let's do tarot to end it off, okay? Let's end this. So they're in some kind of trouble now because they need therapy. They've been messing around with divination, getting false readings, doing things that they thought were logical and practical, because do you think with your heart, do you think with your head, because they are naturally evil and need therapy. It's backfiring on them. It's backfiring on them because they didn't have structure. They didn't have structure and or discipline. There's something that they thought was going
Protection.
or protection, and this says protection in an emperor. There's something that they wanted this to give them stability. They wanted this to give them some kind of they thought it would be practical. They're very in their masculine energy. They didn't have balance. They did this with focus and fearlessness to try to control some kind of outcome because they were getting false readings about something that they should do. They didn't, but now they're having foresight, or they didn't have any foresight because they thought their hard work would pay off. They thought that this was a good plan, so that's why they thought it was giving them forward movement. They had faith that this was going to be a success because of a gift. There's some kind of gift they received. They actually received something definitely by taking this action. They have some kind of gift that they received by falsifying some kind of court documents about somebody who is God's favorite, who's a balanced person, that they're crazy. They falsified some kind of documents about this. Now trouble is coming their way because that's the energy they projected. They started some kind of rumor to receive this gift, and they involved a lot of people, and now they're experiencing a lack of progress. Thank you, Spirit, come through. Now they're experiencing a lack of progress because the energy they gave out is coming back to them. And big changes are coming. Big changes are coming because they stopped at nothing to get what they wanted. They took a hasty, quick decision that wasn't in love. They tried to slander somebody else to make them look crazy, who's a good person. And that's why God is making sure that this person gets exactly the energy, Spirit said energy, that they gave out. They could be getting arrested of the Chariot. There could be some kind of investigation going on into this. Something that they stole with determination and focus. Something that they thought that they received the gift. They received it. So they're either going to have to pay it back or, I don't know, or give it back because they took action without, they thought they were an opportunist. This is a lesson in thinking things through and understanding energy, because this person was like Scar, and they saw an opportunity to get rid of Simba, who was supposed to inherit some kind of gift, and decided that they deserve the gift more than this person, when this person probably would have gave them whatever this gift is. So now this person's getting arrested. They're getting arrested because they took a hasty action to gain some kind of gift through manipulation. They had faith. They were getting some kind of false readings done, possibly by a friend or someone who's close to them was giving them false readings, and they actually believed them. You guys, readings are not meant for you to say, okay, now I know what to do, I'm going to do this. It's meant for you to understand from a higher perspective different possibilities and then make a tempered, intentional decision based on all of the options, all of the choices that you have, including if I do this, what will be the implications or the consequences? If I say this about this person who's a good person to get this gift, what would happen to me? There's always a consequence to an action. There's up and down, wet and dry. You know, what goes up must come down. Uh, as above, so below. As within, so without. Cause and effect. This person didn't understand that, and that's why it's important you understand energy. It's not just about out for yourself and doing anything to be self-serving. Your actions, especially if you're hurting innocent people, have consequences. Most likely, Spirit says. How can this person unfuck themselves? Attempting to overcome your point of experience is futile.
Perfume.
You're trying to outrun a treadmill. You can't escape your conclusions by running. You can't outthink, out-hustle, or
Pollution.
meditate this shit. This person's going to prison and they have to give the money back. 11:11 on the clock. 6:6. 6:6 and 11:11. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here with me. It is my honor to bring the messages forward. I love you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, whoops.